Today's matchup for this tournament, this is the Murder Mystery tournament here. The Chicago Bruise brothers and the Philadelphia Hooligans. The brothers are going to be wearing the dark blue jerseys, and then the white jerseys is going to be the Hooligans. Pinky.
Hi.
Hi.
How's it going, honey bear?
It's going.
I got to go out there and award my mom's favorite jammer, your mom's favorite jammer, Wikipedia, with his special MRDA and then Batwing Jones award. Those of you who have watched Derby for a while, that is the award given to somebody who most exemplifies the spirit of roller derby, good sportsmanship, good play, and that is Wikipedia. And while I'm talking about that, your lead jammer is number 85, Ice Perch.
That's right. We were just talking about his award, and we were talking about your award.
Oh,
Congratulations to you. So.
Thank you.
Or I should say I was talking about it. Speaking out loud. All right, we are already through the first jam here. Bruise brothers are up 4 with the Hooligans only at 0, but it's only the beginning of the game. About 45 seconds in so far. All right. And just a quick read off of the officials here. We got Veronica Scars, Gal Fox, Travis Sickle, Kitty Stardust, Cheshire Stats, Fulcrum, Mr. Serguy, Official Head Case, Bob and Weave, and Succubus.
Alrighty, and with a hop, skip, and a jump, apex jump out of the pack, your lead jammer is number 35, Ben Hurt. Homestar Roller, donning the star for the Hooligans, trying to find his way out, gets attacked by Adam, but is able to quickly shake it off to make that initial pass.
And that is the call for Jam 2. Score is at 8-0 with the Bruise brothers up ahead. The Hooligans are looking to get some points on the board, and they got plenty of time in this period.
And I just want to, thank and shout out to my UK announcers for putting me on King Crazy to Jakeman's throat sweets. I still have not quite recovered my voice from the wonderful land of the UK. So
the wonderful land of
all of England. I guess because I only did stay in England. I was very close to Scotland, but I did not cross any borders. So yeah, next time. And your lead jammer for jam number 3 goes to number 87, Skidney Crosby.
And Skidney's trying to get through there while number, what's that, 25?
I think it's macaroni.
Is it? It's macaroni. That's right. Our good
macaroni and cheese.
And Smackaroni trying to get through, and so is Skidney.
Both of them, there were barrel rolls, one to the in, one to the out. Is this synchronized gymnastics roller derby?
This is definitely some roller disco going on here.
And number 4, Nurse Ratchet, heading to the penalty box. Good to see Nurse Ratchet in actual jersey. Last tournament, we were here for a roller derby tournament. Ratchet didn't have a white jersey and fashioned his very own hotel towel into a skater top. So, so not only really Hooligans talented skaters, but they are improvising seamstress.
Yeah, crafty folks. Crafty folks, these roller derby players are. And Smackaroni. I was going to say Scammeroni.
Oh, no.
Yeah. No.
No scamming
No,
here.
no scamming at all. So, Smackaroni trying to get through, and he did. Breaks through, but the Hooligans call it off. And we are going into the 4th jam, I believe. Been a lot of jams so far. We're cranking through it.
We really are. So, just waiting for those points to change. 4 plus 12 should be 16.
It should be.
But
I'm no mathematician.
I'm no mathematician either, but I'm just going to go with what I see on that scoreboard. And we apologize. We did have some technical difficulties, so we will be your scoreboard for this bout. Number 27, Deconstruct, your lead jammer for Chicago Bruise brothers with Oler donning the star for Philadelphia, coming in hot and putting some pressure there on Deconstruct. Deconstruct calls it off.
And another quick jam there. No points, though. Still 12-4. Looks like there's 2 points added to the Bruise brothers there, getting 2 points. And the Hooligans are still at 4. 25 minutes in the period still. We're going into jam 5 now.
Ooh, and this is a scrum start, our traditional hack where everyone is bunched up, lined up on that jammer line, making this initial jump off the jammer line difficult. You've got to push through all those blockers. And that inside line belongs to Frank Shredhot, lead jammer for Philadelphia Hooligans.
Shredhot trying to get through the pack there, but the Bruise brothers are holding back. And it looks like got some people coming to the penalty box. We had one leave and one jumping in. Number 4, Nurse Ratchet, back in the box.
Frank Shredhot kind of almost launching himself at that wall of blue, ends up on his knees and decides to call it from the floor.
And Tranquility is just skating over to the penalty box right now. Both a Hooligan and a Bruise brother in the box currently. The score is still at 14-8. There's some 4s in there.
There's 4s in there.
Couple.
There was 4 points earned in that pass. 8 points total then for the Hooligans. Looks like we've got Homestar Roller again on the jam line. I think that's Ben Hurt.
That's right. Ben Hurt. For those who missed the game earlier because you weren't here and we weren't able to stream it, Ben Hurt really put on a great showing. So it's good to see him still bringing all that energy in this current game here.
Yeah, and this is a back-to-back game for the Chicago Bruise brothers. So they had a very tight contest with Pittsburgh Roller Derby and then had to just switch jerseys and get right back out here.
You do it again. Homestar in the lead right now. Oh, gets pushed, but calls it in the air.
Seeing 2 points being awarded to Homestar. So taking the Hooligans to 10. Bruise brothers scoreless for the last 2 jams.
Still keeping the lead, though. The Bruise brothers are at 14. And it's only 22.5 minutes left in this period here. Jam 7 starting up now.
Smackaroni versus Skidney Crosby.
Let's see who can get through with 2 S's there.
Ooh, Grasso almost giving a hug there to Smackaroni.
Ooh.
Gives one little hip flick, sends him out of bounds. Has to recycle drawback into turn 1. While Skidney also having a heck of a time trying to find his way out of this pack. Your lead jammer goes to a Smackaroni.
And 2 of the Hooligans back in play after leaving the box, and Smackaroni calls it.
Oh, yeah. He could feel the heat of Skidney behind him. Like, Skidney was actually following that line that Smackaroni was creating.
Yeah.
It was like, he felt the lift door shut. I've been across the pond. The lift door shut. And he quickly called it off, made sure he got his points. But the Philly Hooligans also able to pick up a couple. So 3 for the Bruise brothers, 2 for the Hooligans.
And we're starting up on Jam 8 here. Some heavy defense right now as Deacon for the Bruise brothers breaks on through, though. Didn't find you. Oh, and a nice jump there from 273.
Uller.
I was going to say Uller.
Uller is a Viking god, if I remember correctly. So.
My Norse mythology is very, very lacking. Tons of Greek, though.
Yes, I like my Greeks.
I like some Greek, some Egyptian. I'm sure there's some roller derby gods out there that we haven't paid any sacrifices to. So hopefully today will not be one of those days.
No.
Just
I mean, there are some roller derby icons that, I would, you get this weekend, got to hang out with one of my former teammates, Snot, was initially with Steel City, plays for Jacksonville, coached the Magic City Misfits. Say that Snot is a roller derby icon that maybe that, there should be some effigies burned in Snot's honor.
I was going to say, the Godland.
Yes. And here we go again, number 85, Ice Hurt. Ice Hurt, I think, we could do some shrines to Ice Hurt and the work that Ice has been doing in this tournament so far.
Yeah, for those who missed the first game, Ice Hurt really dropping it hot.
Icing out people, shall we say.
Yeah.
Yep.
I didn't make a cold analogy. I went for the hot analogy. But Ice did win our MVP jammer for that previous game. So we'll see if Ice can keep up with that status for this current game.
Double scoreless jam for Philly. Putting out number 62, Homestar Roller, who has been the point scorer so far for Philly.
Score is still 25 for Chicago and 13 for Philadelphia Hooligans. And Homestar is in the league currently. And we got somebody in the penalty box.
Maybe Mike Oxbig.
And Homestar calling it. Picking up a few points for the Hooligans. Bringing the score up to 17-25 Chicago. And we're jamming for jams.
We are. And, there's a little bit, we're definitely seeing some back and forth, like lead going to Chicago, lead going to Philly, lead going to Chicago, lead going to Philly. So they're matching each other really, really well. So I think we'll see a lot of back and forth in this game. Smackaroni wearing the star for Chicago. And I believe that's Sidney Crosby out there for the Philadelphia Hooligans. Kind of interesting, a Philly team with a Pittsburgh sports team connection. But I mean, again, there's one of those hockey gods that you want to worship. So
it's the Keystone State still, never been.
It is. But I mean, that's a Turnpike gravel right there.
Yeah.
Oh, big hit from Up and Adam. Oh, sends Skidney almost into the bleachers. But Skidney able to get a couple points, and Up and Adam suffering the penalty.
Score is currently Chicago at 25, Philadelphia at 19, or actually at 20. Just add a little point there.
Yeah, there was a third point added, so 20 on the board.
Chicago up by 5. It's anybody's game still, as we are only 17 minutes left of this period, I should say.
Uller, little I couldn't even think, little spring on him there. Went down and popped up and right out of the pack and got lead jammer.
And calls it before he gets tapped out by 00 Cheeks there.
Yeah, he was eyeing up Cheeks, and Cheeks was ready, and he went, never mind.
None of that. None of this. The score is only 2 points difference here as Chicago is at 25 and the Philadelphia Hooligans were at 23. 16-16 on the clock.
But again, that's 3 pointless jams there or scoreless jams, never pointless.
Yeah. There's always a point to them.
They're purposeful, but no points. Right, Tread Hot. Having to go one-on-one with Fillmore Payne. Fillmore Payne not taking the chance of being out of play and suffering a penalty. Let's Shred Hot go. Shred gets lead, but hot on his heels is Ice Hurt. Ice Hurt gives 1 foot in front, and Shred said, you know what? It's cool.
Yeah, it's cold in here.
Let's call it off, okay? I feel the cold wind past me. I don't want to, get the funk that Pinky has. I'm calling it.
Yeah. It's going around.
It is.
I just got over it, so. All right, the score is still 25 Chicago, Bruise Brothers, and the Philadelphia Hooligans at 23 as we jump back into Jam 14 here. And definitely a lot of defense here. It's been a very interesting game here.
Yeah, Philly putting all four of their blockers on Smackaroni. Benito just kind of hanging out in the wings, waiting to join that, bridging the gap. That pack just a little bit stretched out gives Homestar Roller the opportunity needed to pick up lead.
And Ben Hurt is right behind, but Homestar calling it.
It looks like we've got
3 points?
something generic in the penalty box pivot, something generic. Yep, 3 points there earned by the Hooligans, 26. So we have a 1 point differential. That is your first lead change.
Yeah, we're bouncing back and forth here.
Now it is, almost 2:30 in the afternoon. Take your beverage of choice and take a quick sip, take a quick shot for that lead change.
Swigging some blue liquid right now. All right, number 87 for the Hooligans. It's going to be jamming around there. It's a skinny, of course.
Yes. And I looks like that's, Smackaroni didn't have enough and came out for a second jam there.
Yeah.
4 points for Skid Me, increasing that lead to 30. Bruise Brothers again, scoreless jam. So 6 jams that the Bruise Brothers have gone without any points on the board. Let's see if Deconstruct can change the wins here.
And that's the whistle there. Deconstruct and trying to get through. And something generic coming back in from the box. Oh, Deconstruct is deconstructing the defense there. Beautiful, beautiful getting around, but left it open from Uo.
That's what Chicago wanted. They needed that lead jammer status. Oh, everybody coming in hot. Quick call off there by Deconstruct. No points, but at least was in control. That was, a purposeful but pointless jam.
Yeah. And we are in a timeout currently. The score is Philadelphia ahead with 30 points and the Chicago Bruise Brothers with 25 points. About 12 and a half minutes here. And Pinky's going to go run out and be our official review person. Trying to think of a good term for that. So you're going to have to listen to the Honey Bear for the next couple minutes or so. Big shout out to everybody here that's helping keep this event going. We would like to thank everyone who helps keep the wheels rolling in the sport. So officials, announcers, your streaming team and whatnot, the photographers, the medics, volunteers, and all the officials right up there too. Without your support, couldn't do it without you. Also to the fans, they're sitting out in the crowd right now, and to all the people that are streaming it right now, we do really, really, really appreciate y'all here. Couldn't do it without you, and you keep the lights on for us, so we appreciate you very, very much. Also, lots of other stuff here to talk about. For those interested in sponsorships or to connect with us for the Cleveland Guardians, that is, if you're interested in that, you can get a hold of us and you can help us get to the UK because that's what we want to do. We want to get out there and try and do some games out there. We offer affordable rates to help promote your brand on all our platforms. You can go ahead and email us at clevelandguardians@gmail.com and see how we can help your business during our upcoming 2025 season. That is. And we're still in official review. Chicago Bruise Brothers are at 25, and the Philadelphia Hooligans are in the lead with 30 points. It's a 5-point difference. It's about 12 and a half minutes on the period clock there. We will be hitting Jam 17 once that starts up. About 2 minutes into the official review, we'll see what Pinky has to say from the officials. We'll see what the officials have to say, and Pinky will bring it back to us here. Right there, you'll see the Philadelphia Hooligans roster there. We got Grasso, Mego, Scarlet, Fizz Ed, Misery Machine, Spock and Ah, Benito, Frank Shred Hot, Wooler, Mike Oxbig, Nurse Ratchet, Juke of Hearts, Something Generic, Rolling Thunder, Homestar, Run Roller, Sissy Slammer, Marvy Lust, Smash Ketchum, Knucklehead, and Skidney Crosby. Still have that lineup there. And we're just still on the official review. Probably a good one. Something happened. We got all kinds of stuff going on here. No, looks like the officials are giving a thumbs up. So that could be towards the end. There's a whistle, so I'm guessing that is the end of that. And we're back into the game here. I'll let you know what the official review was once Pinky gets back with all the information. We're basically doing it by pigeon carrier out here. Olden days of roller derby. But Frank Shredhot is your lead jammer right now as we are back into the game. Frank looking ahead, seeing what it can get through. Oh, and a nice little push there from number 88. That's Up and Atom. Really holding it together. And Shredhot, but now we have that's a Deconstruct back in out of the penalty box. So see if Frank can get through. And he did. Frank found that spot there. Shredhot going around the track. Showing up right back. Oh, a big hit to Deconstruct. Big push out of the way. And they're still rocking the lead position there. Hooligans gathering a slew of points, 8 currently, but we'll see how many more they can get as Shredhot looks to be pushing forward and continuing on. And so what was the official review?
So the Philadelphia Hooligans were requesting a cut track be issued to Deconstruct. The referees determined that he was indeed out of bounds. They issued that cut track, and by the time I got the batteries changed on that microphone and got back over here, he served his penalty. So.
I let the folks know that we were going for carrier pigeons. So. And Shredhot calls it with a big lead there, a big jam for him. 12 points added to the Hooligans, and the Chicago Bruise brothers still at 25. It's been about 5 scoreless. What was that?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7,
8
scoreless jams.
Wow.
And that actually for Frank Shredhot, 12 points has been the biggest jam for Shredhot and for the Hooligans and for this game so far. So biggest all around.
Big things happening here at Cleveland Heights.
Number 85, Ice Hurts, getting iced at the back of this pack. We're trying to find a way on the inside, gets pushed into the infield by, that looks like, number 413, Rolling Thunder.
81D right sent to the penalty box, and Homestar is now the lead for the Hooligans.
Yeah, well, Ice Hurt being dragged back behind the pack, getting caught in a whirlwind of white jerseys. Getting a little bit of defense help there from Up and Atom. Wow.
Whoa.
Fillmore Payne trying to put one last hit on Homestar Roller. Homestar Roller able to shake it off, which just absolutely impresses me because that looked like a devastating hit from Fillmore Payne. Gets 4 points.
Oh. Homestar hitting the barricade of Bruise Brothers there. They're trying to stop the flow of points here.
D-Ride going to the penalty box. That's definitely a disadvantage for the Bruise Brothers. D-Ride has been quite a pivotal member of this blocking contingent. That's 4 more points for Philadelphia Hooligans. And I am seeing a star pass going to Fillmore Payne.
And Homestar calls it, getting slammed into cheeks there. No bad blood, though, as they skated off.
No points for Fillmore on that, but it looks like we had 2 additional points, so 10 total for the Philadelphia Hooligans. And we have a palindrome, 25-52.
Isn't that a Rush song?
Listen, wrong genres here. How dare you? How dare you change genres on me? I don't like that nerddom. You have failed me in your. I thought we were friends, honey bear.
It's okay. I'm wearing my Susie and the Banshees pin.
Yeah.
Still.
Yeah. Okay, you win. You win.
So we're still at 25 for Chicago with Philadelphia with the 52. It's 8 minutes and 14 seconds still in the clock there. It is a team timeout. I believe that was the Hooligans that called it.
Actually, no, it's the Bruise Brothers. I'm seeing that flashing on the Bruise Brothers side. So, taking a little time out, maybe readjusting, having some conversations, figuring out how to change this scoreless streak.
It looks like they worked it out.
But hey, I'm seeing that Homestar Roller went to the penalty box at the end of this jam.
Yeah.
So this is going to be a power start and smart move by Chicago, putting out number 35, Ben Hurt. He is a powerful jammer and kind of your clutch jammer in a situation where not only, he's not got all the Philadelphia blockers on the track either. So boom, there you go. Tap to Nurse Ratchet, and your lead jammer is Ben Hurt.
D-Ride back in from the box. There's still 2 Philly Hooligans in the box, but it looks like they're both jumping back in a matter of seconds. Ben Hurt going to gather some points in the meantime.
Yeah, he has started the showers here to break the drought.
Yeah.
Hopefully we can get a steady rain happening here, maybe a downpour of all the dirty points.
Yeah, the Hooligans do not want to give it up, but they had to, as they are left wondering who Ben Hurt is and how did he hurt so much.
And it seems as if we have had a star pass. Homestar Roller taking off that hat and handing it to number 0, Grasso. Funny, no points for number 0.
Nope.
0 points for 0.
Yeah.
And then we have Rep 0. So many zeros all around. But the Bruise Brothers able to pick up 9 points there. That's actually, they went scoreless for 9 jams, picked up 9 points, highest amount of points they've scored in these 19 jams.
Wow.
Lots of 9s. If you're a betting person, bet it all on 9.
Yeah, today especially. Anybody in Vegas? What do they call 0 in the UK? When they say it?
Not. Or just 0.
Zed.
Zed. That always confuses me. I have a lot of customers at my job that we work with a company and they call it Zed scaler, and it confuses me.
0 scaler. Z's.
Macaroni with your lead jammer.
And Skidney trying to break through up and at him and found the way around him.
At least gets that initial pass, but Smackaroni able to dip around Mike Oxbig at the front of the pack, get all 4 points on that pass, turning the tides. 38 points for the Bruise Brothers, 0 points for the Hooligans, still sitting at 52. I mean, we definitely saw a bit of a shift in the game last that we saw with Bruise Brothers and Pittsburgh Undead. So, maybe this is going to be a redemption in the second half for the Chicago Bruise Brothers.
Who knows? It's plenty of time. There's only 5 minutes and 38 seconds left on the clock. We're in Jam 20 right now, but it could be anybody's game. We'll head into intermission after that, and then back into it. And it looks like the official timeout is over as the teams gather back in.
Deconstruct against Uller.
Oh.
Early on, I was asked how to pronounce it, and they were like, Bueller without the Buell.
Oh. Was that the Buell? Bueller. Oh.
A little bit of a head tap there. It looks like Deconstructville up and unfazed by that. Gigantic by number. That's 217. Racer Rex just sends Uller into the stratosphere.
And ratchet back into the box along with number 16 of the Bruise Brothers. That's 1-for-1, looks like currently.
3 points for Uller before the call-off. No points for Chicago. I love Chicago. Looks like they have some laminated signs out there that they are throwing in the air, a little semaphore to their team.
I was going to ask. I was going to say, I saw the star, and I saw a couple other little things. That's a really smart move there. Speaking of smart moves, Ice Hurts taking the lead. While Frank Shred Hot is trying to battle through the bodies of the bruisers.
Was taking on Fillmore Payne, and Fillmore Payne was like, I'm going to cause you the pain.
I'm going to feel more pain.
Mm-hmm. Would you like to feel more pain? I'm going to give it to you anyway.
Scores currently Chicago Bruise Brothers 42, the Philadelphia Hooligans 55. 3 minutes and 45 seconds on the clock still as we head into Jam 23.
Yeah, and I'm not the greatest at math. That's only 13 points. And we have seen, Chicago putting up 9-point jams, do a couple of those, hold Philly to another couple zeros, and there you go. You have a lead change.
Right.
Or at least a tie. Well, no, 2 9-point jams are going to have a lead change. Math is hard.
That's hard. We just get paid to talk. So
a change up in the jammer rotation. We are seeing Duke of Hearts with the star for the first time today. And their chant is Ali, 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 Ali. I love a good chant.
Always. And Shuk is trying to make it around the circle here until it gets back into the pack here. And the Bruisers are going to make a nice little wall there. The Bruise Brothers. Oh, but Shuk broke through and called it.
Double scoring pass there. So 8 points total, increasing that lead to 63. Bruise Brothers not able to pick up anything, but we've got, a blocker each in the penalty box for each team. It looks like that's number 101 Fizz Ed. I think I like that name. And then our good buddy number 831 Twinkle Beef, both sitting in the penalty box. Oh, this is an official review.
Looks like it. Oh.
Or are they doing it as an official review as a timeout? I feel like that's what's happening here. So I don't have to be.
Who knows? We'll have to wait for our pigeon to come back.
On the ready. I don't see captains and coaches out there. I just see the dazzle of zebras having a conversation.
So what's the difference between that kind of review, the review we're seeing right now, with the with all the stripes out there, and then with everybody else out there?
Well, so pardon me. Sometimes teams will actually use their official review as a strategic maneuver. There's only like 2.5 minutes left in the game. I'm waiting to see what's happening here. There's a little conversation with Zero and Twinkie. But sometimes teams will take that opportunity with only so many minutes left in the half to take the official review as a timeout instead. So they don't really have anything that they're questioning. They're not asking for a penalty. They're not asking for a penalty to be rescinded, but they want to just have that, that breather and not take away one of their timeouts. And I mean, Chicago's sitting on only 2 timeouts left. We still have an entire 30 minutes of derby.
Yeah.
And if you lose your official review, you get it back in the second half. So it's smart to use it that way.
Yeah.
So it's all that, strategery. It's good to have a bench coach who's got some brains. And then the zombies are going to come and eat them. Brains.
Yeah.
Brains.
And we're into Jam 24 now, with 2 minutes and 24 seconds left on the clock there. The Chicago Bruise brothers at 42, and the Hooligans, the Philadelphia Hooligans, that is, at 60-40.
So these pucks are so tight, it almost made it impossible for me to see, but that's Smackaroni as the Jammer gets lead right away from and it looks like that's being a forearm call on Skidney Crosby. So this is a power jam, and this is exactly what the Chicago Bruise brothers need. Smart move there by Smackaroni, calls it off. So that's going to wipe the slate clean, and they're going to go into the next jam on a power start.
And it looks like Ice Hurts is going to be rocking the jammer position for this one.
Smart move there. Again, very good bench coaching from the Chicago Bruise brothers. Pivot line start, but Nurse Ratchet is going to hang back.
And Ice Hurt really pushing through, having Cheeks push also through with them. Ice Hurt is taking the lead. Going through, and we see Fillmore Payne sent to the box now.
But this is now a scoring pass. Oh, nice last hit by Grasso. Grasso steps out of bounds. So that's a no pass, no penalty there. 4 points for
nice jump.
Grasso.
Yeah. Skidney with a nice little jump there while everybody was kind of distracted watching the lead.
Waiting to see. I see no points going up for Bruise Brothers, and Brianna Ruins throwing the goat, aka 2 points. So 6 total on that for the Bruise Brothers. Coming now within a striking distance, 50 points to 63. We've got 15 seconds left, and we're most likely going to see this as the last jam of this half.
Well, maybe they're going to try to start it up really quick. They got literally 5 seconds. And they started it up
just in time.
So as the period ends, the jam clock will run for about 2 minutes unless the jam is called off. And in this time, we're going to see if anybody can get through, but it is heavy moments. Oh, but Deacon breaks through for the Bruise brothers, who are in the lead now.
Uller does get that initial pass, but Deacon is a lap ahead, looking to the bench, waiting to see where Uller is, and tap those hips before Uller can land that apex jump. No points for you, 4 for the Bruise brothers. Back up to 54. Again, 3 scoreless jams for Philly, 63-54 heading into this halftime. Alrighty, guys, gals, non-binary pals, we've got about 5 seconds left before the second half starts. Oh, in the lead is the Philadelphia Hooligans in the white with 63, Chicago Bruise Brothers in the blue with 54. Heading into the second half, we've got a couple of the Philadelphia Hooligans in a little bit of penalty trouble. Number 101, Fizz Ed, and number 4, Nurse Ratchet, both sitting on 4 penalties. Really not any penalty troubles on the Chicago side, like onesie, twosies here. So, stellar blocking, though, from Nurse Ratchet and Fizz Ed. Sometimes, the spice level has to come down a little bit.
That's right.
And we don't want the spice level coming down here for number 85, Ice Hurt. No, Ice Hurt. Yep. Ice Hurt, powered by hot dogs. I learned that, the sport pepper, the celery salt, just what you need to give you a little oomph and get out there and get lead.
Yeah, you were munching on some garlic fries.
Garlic fries. Oh, if you happen to be in the building and listen to the stream, we've got an amazing food truck out there by Bees Bites. I had some garlic ranch fries. Super tasty treat.
Even if you're not out here and you happen to be in the Cleveland area, check them out, though. Very kind of them to come out here and feed the hungry.
Yes. And Georgia people are always hungry.
I'm full of high cheese right now.
Yay! My work here is done. Number 62, Homestar Roller, out there at the front of the pack, though, but has to get through the Chicago pack. So that tripod doing their due diligence and tossing him like a rag doll back and forth, outside to the inside, up and at him, trying to bridge that gap. But one step around number 00 Cheeks, and the lead jammer goes to Homestar Roller.
Cheeks has been very adamant and very determined to keep as many jammers from moving past them. I feel like we've been bringing them up a lot lately.
Yes,
this last game. So,
and I hate to bring this up, but Ben Hurt gets cut track. It's in the penalty box. This is a power jam.
Power jam. Oh, and they called it.
And he called it. Smart move. You see that blocker or that jammer sit, they're barely into that 30-second penalty. Call it off, clear it out, throw out one of your stalwarts, and earn all the points on that power jam.
And the Bruise Brothers 56 with the Philadelphia Hooligans at 64. 27-23, still on the clock there. Ben Hurt will be your jammer. Oh, yeah, Ben Hurt will be your jammer, but he's in the box. And Skidney Crosby will be the jammer for the Hooligans.
And that power start is exactly what Philly wanted. Lead jammer goes to Skidney Crosby. Coming up on the scoring pass just as Ben Hurt released from the penalty box.
Oh,
wow, way to stay on those edges. I think he's been studying game footage of his namesake. Nice little hop there. Wow, that was like some ballerina tackle feet in the air. And picks up 4 points. That's 8 points total. What that was like, Fantasia with the dancing hippos and their little twinkly feet.
Exactly. And Twinkle Beef knocking that one out to push Skinny back. Definitely trying to get through the blue and the Bruise, black and blue Bruise Brothers there. It looks like Ben Hurt sort of tripped his way through.
Yeah, a little bit of a star sash there. Pardon me there. 4 more points for Skidney. 12 in total. Goes ahead and calls it off.
Chicago up 56 still, and the Hooligans, the Philadelphia Hooligans, 79 there.
Roll back to start at that jammer line. Number 15, Smackaroni for Chicago. I'm going to describe I can't tell. I think that might be Uller trapped in there.
Yeah.
Gets 1 foot around out of the pack, but your lead jammer is at number 15, Smackaroni.
Uller, though, hot on the tail there. Oh, Smackaroni keeps looking back, trying to see where Uller might be rolling up, and Uller pushing way through. Smackaroni calling it in the air.
Smart move there. Uller playing a little jammer on jammer defense. Tips the scale, takes down Smackaroni, and Smackaroni's like, well, I'm just going to call it.
Yeah.
I'm not going to let you run away and get points.
No.
So 0-0 jam there.
Especially when you're flying for the air like that, you definitely want to make sure you call it. So,
Thank you to our friends out there doing track maintenance, keeping this tape down and this track visible. Bright, beautiful.
Yeah.
Neon orange. You cannot miss.
Can't miss it.
Where your boundaries are.
No. But we'd also like to thank everyone who helps us keep the wheels rolling in the sport, the officials, the announcers, photographers, our video crew, or streaming crew, I should say, medics, volunteers, sponsors, and vendors, and of course, you fans. You're the best.
You are the best. Thank you for spending your Saturday with us, whether you're here in person or you are just tuned in, locked in, watching on our Twitch channel.
Where's Mom watching it from?
Mom is watching it on her couch in Pittsburgh.
Nice.
She's grateful that she didn't have to wake up at 4 a.m. to watch roller derby.
It's a good feeling.
Looks like we've got a little bit of chaos going on in the pack. No pass, no penalty, it looks like, on the no pass, no penalty on
Deacon?
Deacon. Thank you very much. While Shred Hot out here, lead jammer and earning points.
There's a lot of movement going on here. There's a lot of chaos. Almost didn't even see who had stars on or anything, because it was just a lot of bodies really going back and forth, really pushing it, throwing some defense up there, but some points for both sides there. One's the Chicago Bruise brothers with 57 and the Philadelphia Hooligans with 84.
I think there was some confusion with the no pass, no penalty. Deacon thought he was actually being called off on a penalty. And really, that means like you did something, but it was a minor infraction. There was no impact to the game. So just keep going.
Yeah.
And, since he didn't quite know that, it really ate up a bunch of time and he lost the momentum there.
Sure, especially when you're trying to pay attention to everything going on around you. There's multiple people on the track trying to stop you, trying to hold you back. You're never really sure what the stripes are trying to say.
Agreed.
But right now, Ice Hurts is trying to use the body to just get through, push through with every might. Fantastic show of force there, but unfortunately didn't pay off, but it did pay off for Homestar.
Yeah, Ice Hurt just trying to get the heck away from Mike Oxbig. That was a one-man wrecking crew. But around on the outside with a Star Sash, in just the initial pass for Ice Hurt, Homestar Roller rolling around, picking up 3 points there, sacrificing that last point. 3 is better than none.
Yeah. Every little bit helps, chip away at it, Want to just get a few points here, especially when you're in the lead like that. Just keep getting points and making sure that they're not getting any points. It's basically a very, very smart strat.
Yes, for sure.
So we got Ben Hurd. It's going to be wearing the star for Chicago. Skidney is going to be wearing the star for Philly.
Better eyes than me. They were both crouched down there, ready to, locked and loaded. And I could not see who was in that pack.
I usually miss everything, so I'm glad I caught that.
And nice tight pack here. Nurse Ratchet in control of Ben Hurt. At the front of the pack, Sidney Crosby shakes off number 16, Marconides, picks up that lead jammer status.
We did have Philadelphia Hooligan 101 Phys Ed 10 cents to the box too.
So this is penalty number 5 for Phys Ed.
Yeah, and we got Skidney now going into the box wearing the star. So Ben Hurt is out there trying to grab some points.
So this isn't good. This is a 2 penalty being earned by Skidney. So therefore, that's 1 full minute that Ben Hurt has out on the track solo.
Wow.
Ben Hurt calling that off. Actually didn't see Ben Hurt with the lead, but that's, could be that I just missed it because I'm watching so many things happening here. Was trying to focus on what those 2 penalties were for Skidney. I think that might be what our referees are having a chat about. One of them was for sure an illegal procedure. So, that's kind of like in basketball, you see the arm circling around that, like traveling. That's what an illegal procedure was. I didn't see what the second penalty, though, was called by Brianna Ruins.
Well, we are in official timeout right now.
Timeout, not official review. I don't have to run, right?
You don't. Not this time.
Not this time.
Not this time. I've been really hoping that they would come up to us and we could just put the microphone through the glass plexi hole right here.
I've tried to do that with Zero, but then Zero said, "No, Pinky, I want you to do it." Come on, Zero. I love you, man, but
it just would be fun to watch for us.
For us,
for everybody at home. It would be fun.
Or just like, we need one of those boom mics you just lowered from the ceiling.
I love that.
Yes.
I'm all for that. I love watching especially ice hockey and the refs call it, when they turn the mics on from behind, they call it, and then you just hear the whole crowd just
no. Exactly. Exactly. Hey, and again, a big shout out to all of our officials and non-skating officials on the track tonight. We have Veronica Scars, Gal Fox, Veronica Scars, so great on the list twice. Travis Sickle, Kitty Stardust, Cheshire Stats, Fulcrum, Mr. Sir Guy, official head case, Bob and Weave, Succubus, Zero, Mac the Knife, Ruins, Chem, Race, Disco to the Box, Jam Burglar. Oh, Jam Burglar.
The one and only.
The one and only. So, Jam Burglar is from Pittsburgh. We also have a ref filet official. So, we definitely have a fast food theme going on there. We are really trying to maybe in a future put up a ref crew, maybe, fun scrimmage. There was a ref at the MRDA Championships who used to skate under the name Big Smack and Fries.
Oh, nice.
Ref from Morgantown, who actually is just left Morgantown, is going to be cutting out west. Baconator. We have a skater named Grimace. So I feel like this could happen.
There's definitely a good trend of food memes out there.
Yes. There's got to be someone with like a Jack in the Box themed name.
I'm sure.
KFC. Do we have a Colonel somewhere?
I definitely would be thinking of some food names if I was out there skating.
Mm-hmm.
But then I wouldn't be talking to you lovely folks.
But I mean, we're the honey bear.
I am the honey bear.
The honey bear is the most important part of the cup of tea. You got your honey bear.
The honey bear, honey smacks. That was the honey bear also.
Yeah. Yep.
And still in the official review, so
in an official timeout.
Sorry. That's right. You'd be out of here.
I would be hustling my little tiny legs out there to the center, and one of our longtime sponsors, Roller Derby Athletics, we will be getting back on the stick post tournament season in the Derby off season so that Pinky can be in better shape to run out to the middle to hear of these official reviews. And hey, if you are interested in sponsoring the Cleveland Guardians, help us get to the UK. We offer affordable rates to help promote your brand on all of our platforms. Email us at clevelandguardians@gmail.com to see how we can help your business during our upcoming 2025 season. And we have an amazing 2025 season coming to you. It's going to again be right here at the Cleveland Heights Community Center. Be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel, our Facebook, end of our social medias, and stay connected with live updates. And for Facebook and Instagram, the handle is @Cleveland Guardians.
That's right.
So
Lots of cool stuff coming up. So hopefully more cool stuff will happen. We'll see. You'll definitely see.
I mean, post-COVID, the resurgence of the MRDA has been phenomenal. We just keep growing. We've seen some new member leagues added to the MRDA. Southern Discomfort in England just came back on board. We had a really amazing team from Argentina, 15 Ronins. They did some amazing fundraising to get to the MRDA championships. They were offered the ability to play an exhibition game. They played against Denver. They have a couple games over while they are still overseas. They play Time and Fear, and I think they might be playing a couple more teams. I think the Toulouse in France that will get them the games necessary under their belt to complete their MRD application. And that will be our first Argentinian team.
Oh, nice.
That will be phenomenal. I think it's actually truly our first South American team for the MRDA. So, yes.
Big things happening in the
Big
MRDA.
things happening.
Speaking of MRDA, this is the Murder Mystery tournament. I feel like we haven't dropped that enough.
No, we have not. have you read your Goosebumps lately? This is the Murder Mystery.
That's right. Some good Goosebumps themes going on here.
There's definitely a mystery happening here. I'm seeing Ben Hurt also in the penalty box. Ben Hurt looks like standing because that was a double penalty for Sidney Crosby. So I believe that, generally how it works is when you have two jammers in the penalty box, the second jammer only has to serve the same amount of time as the first jammer. So what I suspect would be that he's serving the same amount of time from the first penalty.
Oh, I see.
I suspect.
Yeah.
I would need to get clarification on that from our head referee, Zero.
We still haven't gotten our pigeon back from that.
No.
And Ben Hurt is back in, though, from the penalty box. As we start here on Jam 8. And there goes Skinny. Oh, Skinny. Oh!
Oh, whoa.
Jumping a flop, but right back up.
Oh, no. And that's a penalty. It looks like that's a low block being called from Brianna Ruins. So thought that Skidney was going to come out of the penalty box with that hop, skip, and, some lily pad leaps, get lead, but did not, landing himself right back in the penalty box. So lead jammer is still up for grabs with Ben Hurt. And Ben Hurt has to get around Mike Oxbig, and Mike Oxbig, and it looks like that's Finito anchoring that tripod. That's a formidable wall of blockers.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Some very, very big folk out there. Ben Hurt's not pretty small himself, so.
No. And this is, we're a minute into this jam, and we still don't have an established lead. Skidney released from the penalty box, does a star stash, completes the initial. Well, Ben Hurt's still eligible for lead, but has not found the sweet spot to get out of this pack. Not good with you. No lead established. Sidney Crosby earning points.
Oh. Skinny back in
the penalty box. My goodness. So that is a back block. I'm getting much better at learning these hand signals. As long as I can catch them. And I don't have my fancy little tablet here that tells me all those penalties. I've been spoiled by that.
Yeah.
Thank you, Moose and the MRDA for the Otis crate with all the goodies in there. And that jam expires. We went the full 2 minutes, no lead established. 4 points for the Hooligans.
And it's a 30-point difference right now with the Hooligans up 91 and the Chicago Bruise brothers at 61. We have hit a timeout here.
Official timeout?
Official timeout.
So our officials need to have a little chitter chatter.
They have been very chatty.
When it comes to officiating, you just want to get it right. You want to make sure that you are all on the same page. We have a very experienced ref crew out there. Again, with, you've got Zero, Ruins, I see Chemical Restraint, Disco to the Box, Mac the Knife, Jam Burglar, and who else? I'm missing one. Grace. I'm missing Grace.
Miss and Grace.
As I'm wearing
Yeah.
braces.
The braces yourself. That's right. Our officials are out there. They're figuring out what's going on amongst the play here. As we are 17 minutes and 32 seconds of
Jam number 8.
yeah, jam number 8. It's only jam number 8.
And it's only the second game. We still have a third game to play today.
Thanks to all those who are out listening right now or watching the stream. Hopefully you're watching it, but maybe you're just got it in the back. You're doing some dishes and stuff like that. But please.
Or you're my dad, you're in the venue and you're listening to the stream because, you know, as somebody who grew up in a very specific sports town, you wanted to hear the broadcaster on the radio, not on the TV. Yeah. So you turn the volume off of the TV and sit the transistor radio on top of the TV.
Yeah.
Or you bring your transistor radio into the ballpark to listen.
Absolutely. Oh, there's nothing better than being at the ballpark listening to the radio. And sometimes people just enjoy listening to people's voices like ours. And
you can't get enough of this raspy, sick, cold voice of Pinky Nochdero.
That's right.
With the soothing tones of Honey Bear. Oh, look at that. And splitting the difference like a 7-10 split in bowling. That is Smackaroni with lead jammer.
Smackaroni definitely looking to embrace the fire that is within right now and try and get through this pack here. But
so we've got an official star pass. Smart move since Sidney Crosby just penalty heavy there, gets out of the pack, hands that over to number 0, Grosso. And they seem 3 or 4 points. 3 points there. So 64 total. None for the Philadelphia Hooligans. But, you know, the Hooligans are sitting pretty at 91.
Surprised we haven't even broken 100 yet.
I know.
Right there.
We're so close. And, I mean, this far into the second half, usually we see the 100-point mark broken in the first half.
Yeah. It's been a very defense-heavy games here today.
Philadelphia choosing to field Duke of Hearts. Smart move, fresh legs, just hops through on that inside line and picks up lead.
And skating on one foot there to make sure it didn't go out of the track there. Wonderful little move there.
Ooh.
Bit of a shuffle there for number 16.
I believe that's Marcomedes.
Yes.
And I think that Marcomedes has in his hand the very coveted star.
And Duke of Hearts has decided that it's going to juke your heart and get through everybody here. And we've seen somebody being sent to the box now.
Oh, that's
14.
Rolling Thunder. Rolling Thunder. Last year, I want to say, to the Philadelphia Hooligans from USARS. So Rolling Thunder used to a different style of player where you just keep moving. Yeah. There's no stopping. It is fast, fast, fast. Oh, Duke of Hearts on one foot tries to pirouette around. Deconstruct goes down and it pops right back up. 4 more points. Marcomedes still trying to complete, like the star pass is complete, but does not have star on helmet. So you cannot earn points. You cannot complete passes if you don't have that star on your head and visible to the referees. Completes the initial pass, but needs to get that star on. Duke of Hearts isn't letting it happen, picks up 4 and calls it off. We now have broken the century mark. That is the second 12-point jam this half for Philly. The first one coming in jam 3 from Sidney Crosby. Now in jam 10, 12 points by Duke of Hearts. Team timeout being taken by the Bruise brothers.
This is their second, I believe. Even though we've had plenty of other timeouts here.
Now, even though we are seeing Chicago, Philly, Pittsburgh playing, this tournament is being hosted by the Cleveland Guardians, and the Cleveland Guardians are actively recruiting and want you. No experience is needed to join the team. We'll teach you everything you need to know about roller derby from the wheels up. Our sport offers community and connection with a diverse group of skaters. Email recruiting@clevelandguardians.com for more details and find out how you can be a Guardian today. I mean, heck, last year, Zero was Volunteer of the Year for the MRDA. This year, you've got Wikipedia with the Evan Batwing Jones Memorial Award. Ruins, who's the coach of the Guardians, is the secretary for the MRDA board. So, we've got a lot of great community right here in Cleveland. Join, and did I say join?
Yeah, I think you did. Or maybe once or twice.
Maybe.
All right, we are back into it. It is Jam 11 with 14 minutes and some change on the clock there. And it looks like Frank's Shred Hot is the lead jammer for the Hooligans. And Ice Hurt is back there trying to battle the Hooligans.
Seems like Shred Hot took a little bit of a rest there.
Yeah.
Just what the doctor ordered, some fresh legs there, gets lead quickly and
Shakes
is
the
picking
hands
up
out.
points. Yep. But I also feel like, oh yeah, they sat for a really long time. But the second half is it's kind of going a little bit of at a snail's pace.
Yeah.
So.
Just a bit.
Just a bit. We've had a lot of timeouts, official timeouts, team timeouts, some discussions. So, nice work there by Ice Hurt. Able to get around.
Getting around that there for the whole thing for all those who are listening to Pinky.
So sorry, friends. So sorry.
It's okay. What was that English cough drops you were talking about?
Oh, Jakeman's. Jakeman's lemon honey throat suits. So we'll have to go out and some more. I do believe that you can purchase them on Amazon. I bought them at a Boots. Boots is the UK version of CVS. Boots.
I've just been eating. So I'm probably going to eat.
Sorry.
Not from you, just from all the candy.
No, Smackaroni. It looks like that was a forearm call heading to the penalty box.
And Homestar is wearing the star for the Hooligans. She's trying to break through the Bruise brothers, but it's not looking so hot. They are really fighting them. But Homestar makes it through, so now the Bruise brothers are going to have to try and stop him on his way back around. Still no points yet as the initial pass is happening. And Homestar has met C of Bruise brothers, meeting Cheeks and number 81 there. That's D-Ride, making sure that something's going to happen. Also, Up and Adam, what a force to be reckoned with, those three. So Homestar's really fighting, and Fillmore jumping on to pick that corner up there for them.
While Fillmore just threw Up and Adam into Homestar.
Yeah.
Homestar, lost track position, had to took the drawback. There is quite a fight out here, and looks like Smackaroni just rolled out of that pack. But that's just the initial pass for him.
And that was a pretty brutal defensive play going on there as the Bruise brothers tried for dear life to hold on to them. They did allow 4 points to happen for the Hooligans, though, unfortunately. But definitely it was a fight. It was a fight the whole time. They had to really, really, really push through to get through the Bruise brothers for Chicago there and try and get them some points there. And they only got 4. But, it's still 64 Chicago, 114 for Philadelphia.
We are only on Jam 13.
Jam 13 and 10 minutes, about 11 minutes left of the game. We got Ula. Oh.
Up and Adam just hit Uller, and Uller became vertical.
Yeah. That was definitely...
No, that was horizontal. Sorry.
Well, it was vertical, too. It was up in the air.
It was up and then sideways.
Yeah. Ben Hurt, we're in the star for Chicago right now.
But Ulla lead, so... I just noticed bench coach Smash Ketchum rocking a sweet mullet.
Yeah, hockey hair.
Amazing. Yeah. So just 1 point for the Hooligans on that.
Chipping away those Philly Hooligans are. And it looks like we have a team timeout for the Hooligans. As we about 10 minutes left in this period here. Just want you to know, I think I know what you're thinking about for some of those people that are out here in the game. Some of you people that are watching the game, those scrimmage jerseys look sweet. You want one. The scrimmage jerseys that I'm talking about are the Cleveland Guardians ones. For a limited time, the MRDA Mystery Special Event jerseys with custom names and numbers are available here at the event or on the website. Check them out. While you're there, you can get some official Cleveland Guardians merch also all year long, such as t-shirts, tanks, hoodies, hats, patches, and way, way, way more. Did you get a pint glass from the Guardians?
I did. I got a sweet pint glass from the Guardians. I have a bottle opener. I have a tote bag. I am all swagged out. I actually in my brain keep going, I should just start playing some more roller derby so that I purchase all of the awesome scrimmage tops that the Guardians have available.
Yeah.
This MRDA Mystery theme, awesome. Little question marks all on the jersey itself. So excellent work. And excellent work from Deconstruct is your lead jammer.
And Duke of Hearts is for the Philadelphia Hooligans jammer. Oh, Fillmore trying to push them out of the lane there, but didn't happen. Duke just inched out in time, and it looks like it was called off by the Bruise brothers.
I see if Fizz Ed leave the penalty box. That might potentially be penalty number 5 or 6. So Fizz Ed in danger. You're in danger, Fizz.
Fizz Ed. Still great.
Yes, fantastic name. I'm gonna guess that maybe their profession is a teacher of the physical education, possibly.
Physical education.
Or they're educating people about fizzy drinks.
Yeah. About fizz.
They work at the Coca-Cola or Pepsi factory.
And we are in it right now as Ice Hurts is wearing the star for Chicago. Frank Shredhot is doing that too for the Philadelphia Hooligans. They're battling it in the scrums here. They're trying to get out. Both teams are really pushing that defense, making it very hard for both jammers who are very good about getting around this. They're either zapped of energy right now or they're just trying to figure out options to get around. There's a lot going on out there. Oh,
nice.
Shredhot gets Fillmore down, but Up and Adam comes for the recovery.
Now, Up and Adam and Trivial Pursuit just right there, right back at the front, but finally just enough out of play. Have to let Shredhot go. Shredhot is your lead.
And Shredhot looking for that opening and just barely there, but the Bruise brothers decided to push him out. So he's slowly inching his way through. And we have a star pass, potentially, for the Bruise brothers, but Shredhot making it really difficult, trying to get around, and he's found his way out.
That was pretty impressive, staying up on those toe stops and staying inbounds, gets those 4 points, calls it just as Fillmore Payne coming up.
And we are about 7 minutes left in this period here. Finish off this second game here. The Chicago Bruise brothers are at 67 and the Philadelphia Hooligans are at 119. And it's only jam 15. It has been a brutal game here. The defense has really been pushing it up, not allowing a lot of scoring to happen for the jammers. I think the last big jams I've had was
that would have been last big jam would have been jam number 10, 12 points put on the board by Duke of Hearts.
And realistically, that is not even that much.
Like no, because we've seen in the previous game several 20-point jams. Homestar Roller with a little skip out of the pack is lead jammer. And even really, we've got 6 minutes, just under 6:10 left, and we're only on jam 16. So, we had 26 jams in the first half. This is lots of little scores, call it off, little scores, call it off. So yeah, looks like we are getting a team timeout being called by Congo.
Right. Putting it out there, inspired by the 2024 MRDA Championship, the Cleveland Guardians will be attending the Brummies Summer Smash Tournament, hosted by the Crash Test Brummies, for the 2025 season. This will be the Guardians' first international away weekend. Right, first time out of the country. Definitely not out of the state, but first time out of the country, and where they will be playing against teams from 3 different countries. So we'll see you in the UK. Maybe we'll see you.
You're going to see me in the UK. The bug has bit me for international derby travel. So the Crash Test Brummies are based in Birmingham. One of my announcers from this past tournament was Tom Bowler, a.k.a. Herbs, who skates for Crash Test Brummies. We're pretty sure, obviously, host league, Cleveland Guardians. I believe Tiny Fears B team is playing Pan Am roller derby, and I think that there is one team to be named at a later date. So
Mystery team.
Yeah, it should be exciting. Summer in Birmingham, I hear it's pretty fabulous. So I am ready for another trip across the pond.
And we're back in it. Ben Hurt is wearing the star for Chicago. Ula is wearing it for the Hooligans. And Ben Hurt is in the lead currently. And it has been called no points in that jam there for either side. Score is still 67, Chicago, 119 for Philadelphia. About 5:20 left on the clock here. So the end of this game here. And we are heading into Jam 18 as the teams line up, start setting up. And there's the whistle. Deacon wearing the star for Chicago, and he breaks right through very, very quickly. Does not want to wait around, but Duke of Hearts is right behind him there. It's bringing some energy. Oh, and he calls it very quickly.
Yeah, he could feel the wind rushing in his majestic beard and was like, nope. He's coming up quick. I'm calling this off.
Yeah. No score, though. No current extra points added to the score. Chicago still at 67. Philadelphia at 119. Looks like Ice Hertz is coming up as the jammer, and Frank Shredhot is coming up for the Philadelphia jammer. So as they line up, there's the whistle. Jam 19 has started.
Oh no, Phys Ed. I'm seeing Phys Ed being called off. I'm gonna bet that that's the end of Phys Ed, but we shall see.
We'll see. Ice Hertz in the lead now. Taking a couple seconds to kind of readjust and gather yourself to jump back into this brutal gauntlet.
Oh no, and we're seeing Shred Hot being called to the penalty box. Looks like that's on a back block.
Icer is definitely going to try to use this advantage. Grasso trying to slowly chip away at Ice, but it doesn't look like it did much.
And just everybody going to the penalty box are like, hey, my friends are here. Let me go hang out with them. That's Scarlet, number 10, maybe giving a little advice to Shred Hot. While, hey, you're getting ready to leave. I want you to just go out there. Get down low. Throw those shoulders into that wall. Break it apart. And Cheeks is like, no, I'm gonna pop you to the inside. Well, that's 4 more points for Ice Hertz. So that's 3 scoring passes so far, 12 points for Chicago. No additional points on that last pass there. So 12 total. Definitely missed some points there in my little points tracker. Bad pinky, bad pinky. Listen,
There's a lot going on.
last year at the Western Hemisphere Cup is when I said, "Hey, does anyone start trying to learn how to produce?" And I also said, "I'm going to learn how to produce."
Yeah.
I'm a baby producer. I'm okay at it. I just again, we were talking about Crash Dress Brummies and Tom Bowler, aka Herbs, the most fantastic producer ever. He had flashcards
Oh.
to tell us, like, hold up, like biggest points of the game
Yeah.
so far, highest scoring for this jammer. Oh, yeah, it was amazing. The best producer in all of the world. So clear penalty box. I think that's the first time we've seen that in a hot minute. Chrome Star Roller. Ben Hurt.
And has just been a back and forth here. Neither defensive team wants to let anybody through to score any points. They're going to try to hold them off for about 2 more minutes, but it looks like we got Homestar coming through, pushed right through.
Wow, there's so much just people being pushed and bodies hitting the floor, and there is a star pass. I think that's the first star pass that we've actually seen to number 88 up and at him. And definitely the first star pass that we've seen. We've had 3 star passes so far in this game by Chicago. We've had a couple star passes from Philly. And it looks like you are getting an official review,
yeah.
but I believe it's an official review being used as a timeout. So I'm not required in the center of the track.
Oh, but I love seeing you just like trot over there.
My little legs.
You're like, it's like,
That's when I need, like, right outside of the announcer booth, like a little scooter that I can get on and scoot my way in with some style.
I'm definitely into the idea of a giant boom mic that we can just do over there. Or we could get one of those shotgun microphones so we can, like, like the kind they use when they're like saying got someone spying on you.
Oh, yeah.
I wouldn't know, but
I mean, I have this sweet toy for my cats that it's like little poof balls, and it's you cock the gun and you shoot the poof ball.
Yeah.
I could use that same thing and shoot a wireless, like, leveler mic out there to 0.
Oh yeah, totally. Oh, we could have stringing cans.
There you go.
Oh,
we could go old school.
That's foolish. I don't know why we didn't think of that. And it looks like they're back in there setting up, waiting for the whistle.
Yeah, a little bit of more time went back up onto the penalty or onto the scoreboard. I believe we were at 59, but now we're at 1-0-1. This very well could be our last jam of this contest. And your lead jammer is number 85, Ice Hurts.
And the Bruise brothers are still at 79, and the Philadelphia Hooligans are at 123, but we can see if any points shift up here.
And we immediately have a star pass. Uller handing that over to Grasso. All star passes so far this bout have gone to Grasso. 4 points quickly up there for Ice Hurt. Ooh, Twinklebee just basically picking up Uller and moving him off of the track. Oh, nice little pick and roll there off of Uller. for Ice Hurt, 4 points. That's 3 passes there, 12 points so far. Whoa. I think, I'm sure that there is track sounds
Yeah.
in this broadcast, and you heard that hit
That was,
from
yeah.
Twinklebee.
Twinklebee really trying to hold it back there. And you see a little drop there. Everybody's okay. Number 10 is back up.
Great maneuvering here by Ice Hurt. In control lead, but you're down on the board. Just keep going. Get as many points as possible. Cheek's trying to trap Uller and prevent Uller on the drawback. Uller suffering a penalty. Heads to the penalty box. I keep wanting to name the penalty box as if the penalty box is sponsored.
Yeah.
I'm going to go old school and go back to it's the Pinky Pepper penalty box. Pinky and Johnny Pepper. We took command of the penalty box. We paid no dineros for it, but and that is your biggest jam of this game. 20 points for the Bruise brothers and Ice Hurt, taking them to 99, but not able to best the Philadelphia Hooligans. 4 points on that last pass, sitting at 127, and that's your officially score